Hello. This is me, Josh Hunter. Presently in the city of Santa Monica, California. Once more, I guess once you get used to the darkness, it's not very dark anymore, right? Something like that. Anyway, so yesterday alright, so first thing I want to do is, I have mentioned before that there is this lamppost that I sometimes am aware of here in Santa Monica, and my initials are carved into it. So I just want to address some things, because yesterday, I don't know, I had a pretty severe perception of something, and I would like to believe that this is an honest thing. I don't believe that I'm being dishonest, but I'll find out, I guess. I typically am, as a homeless person, am under a severe amount of pain, like all the time. But I'm just used to it. It's just like something I put in a box somewhere, and I don't really, it's not bothersome, and I just try to use it for whatever needs to be done. But I'm not always like expressing my emotions, that type of thing. And so nobody is particularly close to me. And so what I had not taken into consideration is that in making these YouTube videos is that some people may attempt to get closer to me without realizing what the consequences of that may be. What I'm saying is most people are not aware of this amount of pain. Like, they're not, and I'm not talking about like, ooh, my body hurts, like that type of thing. Like, oh, I'm so sore from having been outside. They're types of pain, you don't, and I'm just used to it. So, and when people do get close, I'm always saying things to direct them somewhere else. Like, look, you do not want to be near this much pain. And I just usually, if you're going to be near this much pain, you might as well give me some booze. And nobody's even giving me booze, which tells me they don't know about this type of pain. Like, all these years, people offered, like, anyway. So, these are just things I'm trying to, because right now, like I said, I've still only got like 5 subscribers. I'm not, obviously, I'm guaranteed to be like a very successful YouTuber, but I want to make sure that people are well guarded against whatever like fucking nonsense is going on. So this lamppost I was telling you about here in Santa Monica, it's written in the cement, just at the base of it. It's written my initials, JH, and I mentioned this before, but what I didn't mention were all the other things that are carved around it. So I'll mention it here so we can do something about this and see if we can utilize it to some benefit to all mankind or something. So carved around it also are the words Satan, Little Satan, the words slap, freak boy, 666, and a pentagram, which is a 5-pointed star in a circle. So I thought, what the fuck does this mean? It's my initials and there's all this shit around it. Alright, sorry, I don't mean shit. Because, alright, for a while I used to tell people that my name was Satan, but I didn't know about this fucking carved thing here with my goddamn initials right next to it. So the reason why I told people that my name was Satan was just also that people should keep their distance. Like, once I've processed all my pain, then there's no issue. But I haven't processed a lot of things yet, because I need to be drinking. Look, a lot of people have been dying over these last couple of years, and I got a way that I got to do things, but I like to do things gracefully, okay? So I'm not, like, when someone dies, like, who, and I'm not, for example, like, Harold Ramis died, like, a couple of years ago, and, like, I can't, like, I still haven't, that is bothersome to me, okay? I don't know what the reason or anything, but I have not done my proper services yet. And the fact that I'm just like, I remember Ghostbusters was even, they re-brought it into theaters, the original one. Like, you could see it like in downtown LA in the theater there. But I was too fucking filthy, so you might say, oh, Josh, just go take a shower. It's not that simple, okay? I'm not gonna there must be grace, okay? You can't just, rush into these things. Like, even if I really wanted to pay respects to this guy, but I couldn't, because, everything needs to be even in certain ways. So I mean, anyway, so what I want to do here is I processed something really gnarly yesterday, and I think it was mostly like an illusion or some type of vivid thing, but it made me worried because most of the time, like, whenever I process something like that, I'm able to at least keep it clothed even within myself to such a degree to where I know it's not going to affect anyone needlessly. But I thought if anybody else fucking saw this thing, like, and they were just like, I don't know what they would, I don't know. It's one of those things, like, you would really want to, like, not be alone, that type of thing. Like, it wasn't like, it was only scary, like, it was scary if I took the perspective of someone who had no idea what this was. And so, like I said, whenever I'm speaking or doing anything, I like to take multiple perspectives into consideration. So anyway, like I said, I'm not necessarily like I don't necessarily believe in God, but I do like to contribute to a general sense of well-being and safety. So I'm not necessarily, I gotta say a couple of words, and I'm not necessarily like praying to God. I'm just saying, oh Lord, it appears to me that here in the city of Santa Monica and perhaps in other places, you've written, or someone has written my initials next to these, satanic things and what. Lord, I know I too have also contributed to my. Actually, now that I think about it, because I don't know when this was carved in, because sometimes you can have a sense of a thing. It could have been carved in like 20, 30 years ago. I don't know how long this. It's even got moss on it too, which I thought was unusual. It does have moss on it, and I remember. All right, actually, no. And I was at a party, like a New Year's party, like maybe like 10 years ago. It was 2010, and I remember I was at this gal came up to me. She just happened to have the same name, but it wasn't like the celebrity, the actress, but wait a minute, she might be married now. She might have kids. Anyway, all right, let me go back to the. Oh Lord, I have perceived something which is kind of gnarly, and I think it's like a good idea if we take this energy, this wild, unfocused hellfire. Because I don't necessarily even believe in the Bible, but after perceiving this shit, I'm like, God damn. I'm not saying that I should read the Bible, but I mean, I was never so particularly aware of hell, is what I'm saying. Like, I was just like, oh, this is what they're talking about when they're talking about hell and, like, just, like, being haunted. Like, I had a very particular sense of this. And I thought, I guess I gotta do something about this. Like, because, I mean, I was sitting right next to this fucking, it was the lamppost. It's like where it says Satan, Little Satan, and then my initials, JH. Like, well, how random? Or I don't know if it's random. I mean, it's not random to me. Like, anyway. So, Lord, and in fact, right now, let's focus on. A while ago, I don't know if I wanted to specify my request towards the Lord of Earth, whoever's the Lord of Earth. Maybe many lords, maybe many gods or whatever. Right now I'm talking about whoever is the Lord of Earth. Lord of Earth, I don't know what the purpose of all this hellfire is, or this perception of being haunted or ghosts and this type of thing. But perhaps you could, like, help me out and make sure that I'm not anywhere near this fucking bullshit. I mean, it didn't scare me, but if someone who I cared about was near me and they fucking perceived this shit too, like, I don't know what they would do. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know. So, Lord of Earth, I'm asking for a little help here. I need this type of hellfire, this specific hell to which I'm referring. I need it put in its proper place, or at the very least, put in a place where it's of great use and benefit to mankind. Transmute this, turn it into something that's, like, good and nice, because all this fucking wild, I don't know, like, it was like the most wild fucking thing, like, formless, like a formless thing. But anyway, I'm usually much better at I've never had to directly, like, say, oh, this is a bad thing, and let me try and make it not bad. Like, or maybe I have, but not like this. I've never had to. It was such a large amount of energy, though. Like, it was just like, I don't know how. It was a lot. All right, so Lord, I don't know if this is like some practical way by which, I mean, this sense of it, I don't know if it's got anything to do, because personally, I don't know if it's got anything to do with like the actual, or like an actual Satan or whatever, but let's just make it good. Okay, whatever it is, make it good. All right, I'm gonna keep this prayer, not a prayer, I'm gonna keep this direction. I'm gonna keep it simple. Just make it good, whatever this is, like just like good, whatever could be like. No one could disagree and say, oh, this is not good. Like, just make it agreeable and good, because I like to get ahead of things. Like when I see something like this, like that's just like outright. And like it's just like I don't know who this would be of benefit to. Like it's just haunting and misery. Like I can't believe it. So I want to make sure that this is taken care of. I don't know if other people experience this type of thing, but I've never experienced this amount of just, you know, hopelessness, I guess. Okay, actually, you know what I think it was? All right. On one of my videos, I had a description of something. I didn't know what it was. And I was just, one of my video descriptions, it was the sound of a transformer gulping nervously. That's what I described something. And I never thought about what that sound was. See, as I was watching this lamppost across the street, the maintenance people were having their machines were making a lot of noise, but it sounded like, I don't know, there's something like about it, just like sounded like hellish music, which I do sometimes, you know, have a sense of. So I don't know. I think maybe that was the sound of like a transformer, you know, from the robots in disguise Transformers. I think that was the sound of a transformer gulping nervously, because I was very nervous. Because I normally I'm always have a sense of how to contain it. And what made me nervous was I had no sense of how to contain this. Like everything that I do, like I always know how to put clothes on it. I always know how to spin it. I always know how to dress it up. But this fucking hellfire was so absurd. Like I couldn't dress this up. Like I couldn't. And I don't know who to talk to here. Like I mean, I try to specify and calming, you know, assuaging the fears generally of mankind, you know, sedatives, like custom-made sedatives type thing. But this is beyond my pay grade, and I don't know who to call to. I don't know, like every religion I've used is not like so great. So like I've had to kind of create my own things here. Like I don't know, you know, I guess this is normally where you would put love, but I don't even know where love, like how much love do you got? How much love you got? Like this, I couldn't imagine how much love it would take to fucking solve this thing. Like this is, but then there are fires going on in California right now. I mean, you know, maybe I was having some type of, yeah, there are fires in Azusa right now. There's fires in other places. I found a radio, so I found a radio. It looks really cool, by the way. Because the other day I was thinking to myself, like, I really like the way I look. I like my face, but I don't consider myself an attractive person. I just like the way I look. And then I looked at this radio, and I'm like, yo, I look like this radio, I think. Like, you wouldn't say, like, oh, this is a radio, this is an attractive radio, let me fuck this radio. No. The radio is just like, it's just a nice looking radio. That's why I thought, I think this is what I look like. And so, anyway, Lord of Earth, I'm pretty sure there was a better way to say what I wanted to say. If you're the Lord of Earth, I'm assuming you would have some type of way of knowing my true intent here. And I don't know. I just think this thing is kind of gnarly. I think it's impractically gnarly. Like it's too gnarly for anyone to even gain like a lesson. You know, sometimes things are gnarly. It's like, oh, I learned a lesson though. Like this is too fucking gnarly, and I think it needs to be, you know, silenced. Is that it? I don't know. It's too. I don't know. So Lord of Earth, please help me out here. And maybe you got somebody else who can help you out. I don't know. Like I need it recorded, so I can't constantly be putting energy into this. So I got things to do. This is like a side thing or whatever. Anyway, so thanks a lot. And I'm gonna try saying something. All right, anyway. Okay, so I'm 33 years old. and I've never made a mistake.